Would you like to be a badass Breton battle mage, pursuing your legacy of the Dragonborn in Skyrim? If so, this load order is for you. You can thank my subscriber Do Bill You, I hope I'm saying that correctly, as they made this request over a month ago for me to attempt a Breton load order around the legacy of the Dragonborn expansion. So I finally got it done, tested, ready to go, ready to play through from beginning to end. Do Bill You also made a request for a Bard's College expansion list. It is on the list to do. Hopefully you don't have to wait another month or two for me to put it out, but I've got so many great requests that I've been working on, and it takes time to test these before they're released. So if you guys want to see an actual visual showcase of a really great load order too, check out the one following this one, which is going to be a Nord/Viking build for Legacy of the Dragonborn, if you're interested in that. But if you prefer this one, let's take a look at the load order that I was able to put together. Now keep in mind, on this channel, all of my load orders are just suggestions. They're ready to be played through from beginning to end, tested, ready to go, ready to be enjoyed. I always leave just enough space for you guys to make your own personal edits, swap out mods, add mods, add your favorite followers, change out the armors, whatever you want to do to further personalize it, but just try and maintain the template as best you can. Just a heads up, this particular mod list is for special edition. So if you are playing on AE, be sure to use the AE versions of the mod and all of their respective patches as well. All right, so I'm going to just breeze through this load order, give you a chance to copy it. When I get an opportunity, I will put the load order in the description to make it a little bit easier. But whenever I come across a mod that I would like to explain that has to specifically do with our Breton build, I will go over it with you. Or if the mod seems to be too hard to read on the screen, I'll tell you what it is.
Apparently held up in Broken Helm Hollow. Another item was stolen from a local collector by the Silent Moon bandits. The item is known as Denstagner's Ring. It's likely still in the hideout west of Whiterun, if they haven't fenced it yet, that is. And lastly, a small shipment of Arcaviri relics is on its way across Skyrim, bound for Markarth. Amongst the items were some jade carvings. The caravan, however, was attacked by Forsworn, and it's likely they may be in possession of
So of course, we are going to be heavily focused on magic here. So we've got Apocalypse, a huge space saver since it's working off SWF, or the simple workaround framework. As it says, Apocalypse is the most popular Skyrim spell pack, adding 155 new spells that are unique, balanced, lore-friendly, use high-quality custom visuals, and blend seamlessly into the vanilla magic system. Also includes scrolls and staffs for the new spells. We've also added some custom new meshes and textures for our staff, so we are patched for Apocalypse, but you'll see that later on. So in addition, of course, this needs to be patched for Ordinator. In Arcanum, this is pretty badass, but there are 3 different arcanums to choose from. One is well over 450 megabytes. Another is optimized, but in the description they say they are having a bug with it that they haven't been able to fix, they haven't been able to resolve. So they actually recommend, the mod porter actually recommends that you use this version, which is the fixed version of Arcanum and is the smallest file size. And this adds over 200 new spells that are extremely animated AoE type spells that you can use in the game, like your character creating huge stones that they will throw at enemies and things like that. So this is pretty intense. This is pretty heavy duty magic mod, but definitely gives the proper battle mage type of feel to the game. Like, you can create walls to protect yourself from spells as well as from melee weapons and arrows with magical walls and things like that. So it's a really cool mod, and you will have to purchase, when you can, these mods out in the world, and you will also, I do believe, find them in level lists, so they should be in loot chests and things like that. And then last for our spells, we have Summermyst enchantments of Skyrim, which adds 120 new enchantments to your item pool. You will come across them in the world, and also you should be able to find these out in the world and stuff like that, but you'll be able to add them through enchanting and also through spell books, I do believe. They can be bought, looted, and applied to custom items. So as a battle mage, this is a way to add some unique enchantments to your weapons and make them extremely powerful. And this is the Summermyst patch for the shields on back and the realistic equipment mods that we had up top in the master files. This is just to ensure that the Summermyst enchantments are actually going to be on all of the weapons that you're using with realistic equipment, which is a skeleton mod itself, and shields on back. So here, of course, is my hand-picked armor for this particular mod list. You can place any armor that you want, either in craftables at the top of the load order or here in items found in the world. This is the Elder Scrolls Online style Breton Knight armor. It's just the perfect balance between whether or not you want to play melee, or if you do want to play battle, as a mage or as battle mage. However you want to go about your build, it's pretty much a neutral look. I like this style too, so yeah, any armor you want, but this is just a suggestion. And how about elven ears for your Breton as well as NPCs in the world? You'll create your character in the beginning of the game, and you will have to activate your magic power to configure the features. So you can decide what style of ears you want to have. You can decide what percentage of Breton NPCs will show up with the pointy elven ears. It's a little cool feature. You don't have to use it if you don't want to, but it's pretty cool to have. You don't need to use it for your player character at all, and you can actually remove the elven ears from your player character and NPCs, you know, if it's not really your thing after a while, or you just want to change the look. Of course, we have our amazing race tweaks for Breton, which adds new powers and ability for your Breton and Breton vampire races as well. It doesn't just affect your player character, but also other Breton NPCs in the world as well will have these new abilities and powers to use. And to further boost you as a battle mage, this is enhanced Breton. So you get some passives and some buffs here. This enhances your racial abilities and specialties. You have a starting spell, Conjure Familiar, and you now features permanent duration and slightly increased health and level. It was level 2, now it's level 5. Your dragon skin racial power that your Breton always starts the game with now lasts for an entire day, and as well as having a natural 25% magic resistance due to your elven blood. It says your human blood is now bestowed with imperial luck. So everywhere gold can be found, you, if you're playing as a Breton, will find significantly more in those places. Now, and of course, here feel free to use any armor or weapon replacers in this section that you would like to use. I fall back on Divergence when I need a little space saving. I was intent on leaving 500 megabytes. You'll need more space, especially if you're using a lot of storage for Creation Club content. So if you want to add your favorite followers or something like that, I mean, you might be pushing about 400 megabytes. But if you want to use some different armors, definitely feel free to do so. If you want more space, you don't have to use unplayable faction armors. I added it for one specific reason here, because if I was playing this mod list, right, I want to have access to the Vigilant of Stendarr's Paladin armor. It's quite fitting for a Breton battle mage, and you will get access to it later in the game when you're pursuing the Dawnguard quest line. So it's just a little interesting, extra immersive thing to go along with the story in your playthrough. But if you don't really care about all the other armors, which you will have access to for yourself, for these unplayable factions like the Silverhand and the Vigilance of Stendarr and the Horkers or whatever they're called. If you don't care about this mod, that can save you another 100 megabytes right here, and it needs to be patched for Legacy of the Dragonborn. We've got some new staffs, 1K resolution. This is specifically already made to work with Legacy of the Dragonborn, so it maintains its really cool look and the new style of staffs when you put them on display in your personal Legacy of the Dragonborn museum. And Shelador's armaments, artifacts for also on the simple workaround framework. It's a bundle of other magical mods that will help you fill out your build a little bit more, in addition to what's added in this mod list and what comes with the Obscurus College bundle as well. So should be pretty powerful and have access to a lot of tools and resources to be a very powerful mage. And its Legacy of the Dragonborn patch. And that's it, everybody. Thank you for watching. I hope if you do ever plan on playing as a Breton, this mod list helps you, or you get some great ideas from it. If you play on it, let me know how you like it in the comment section, and stay tuned for the Nord/Viking mod list for Legacy of the Dragonborn that will follow this video directly. So thanks for watching, everybody. Until next time, I'm T Lindsay B. I'm out.